Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekkie Feeds the Beast. Today we are going to be working primarily on upgrading our industrial craft power input, i.e. solar panels. Luckily, before I was lucky enough where we weren't using the GregTech hard mode, so the recipes were the normal simple ones, so I was able to pump out a few. But they've been changed and now I find myself needing more power. So gonna have to do it the GregTech way. Before we get to that, excuse me, I'd like to show you a few changes I've done around the place. Just a few things, nothing really major. First off, the most obvious thing probably is I've added a blast furnace. Over here I've added zombie pigment to my spawner system, so it's now 2 skeleton, 1 wither, and zombie pigment. So it's actually, you can't really see it from here, but it's actually 4 tier 5 spawners in there. Of course, there's a blaze farm. Lots of wither skulls all over the place. We got plenty of wood now. So I've actually turned off the Steve's cart system for now. I've added this gigantic 7x7 iron tank. This is from Railcraft. This is to hold excess biomass so we could store it up instead of just wasting. Basically, I've made the whole system more efficient. Before I had the coal engine powering the fermenters. I'd have to keep turning on and off, running back and forth, and then turn the pumps off every once in a while. Now I could just leave the system running completely 100% of the time. Only thing it needs is saplings, which we are currently out of. So we got 2.1 million MBs, which is Buildcraft's liquid measurement of biomass. Quite a bit. And to put that into perspective of how much that is, how much it's really worth in game, this right here, every time a engine goes through a cycle, okay, you can see here's some filled here. This basically is 1 bucket's worth of biomass, and that it'll burn through that, and that's basically what's causing, using the power. Plus, it has some backup. See up there, filled it up again. Every time it fills that up, it's a bucket. Every 1,000 of MBs is a single bucket. So we quite literally have 2,132 buckets of biomass. So that means that's potentially 2,134 buckets this thing has to go through, before it runs out. And I have 7 of these. So that's just 7 buckets every cycle versus 2,132 buckets. You could just do the math yourself, because I'm not going to. I'm going to fail horribly, but that's quite a bit. So basically these things could run for a very, very long time. And of course, with me feeding more trees, saplings, I'm just producing more and more and more. Also, what you may have noticed, I've switched to thermal expansion redstone conduits, which these things never explode. I think they transfer more power at a time. I'm not sure on that. And you could easily choose input or output. So these are outputting power and these are receiving it. So this way you don't have power going into machines you don't want to, or you can pull from whatever you want. Added some machines. Of course, we've had the induction smelter last time. Added a rolling machine, necessary for our today's project. I have 3, what are these things called? Pulverizers to deal with all the quarry output. And while we're at it, look at all this good stuff. This is what I've managed to pulverize or macerate so far. It's the same deal. Gives you 2 output for every ore. And then the bonus of pulverizers, they sometimes give byproducts. Byproduct of iron ore is ferrous, which you could smelt into nickel. Oops, sorry, I dropped my bottle. Anyways, got copper, which is output is gold. Iron or tin, which is output is iron. Oddly enough, silver, which looks almost pretty much identical to tin. If just a tinsy bit lighter gives lead, and there's a bunch of different things, but a whole bunch of resources. already went through some copper already in preparation. But yeah, that's a lot. And of course I've added a thermometer fabricator, a carpenter with water for basic recipes, and of course the conduit runs all the way around here, powering the fermenters, which gives me the biomass to make the power. So it's pretty self-contained completely now. And of course we finished the first quarry section. I'm going to go ahead and cut away. I had pre-recorded what we actually all got from this 64 by 64 area. So I'm going to cut away to that and show you what we got. Oh, I'm lagging a bit here. Oh, lagging. Okay. Yeah, I had pre-recorded so that way I could go ahead and start using the materials, but I wanted y'all to see what kind of stuff we got from a max size 64 by 64 quarry. So I'll be back after the cut. So I wanted to just give a brief cap of all the loot we got from the 64 times 64 quarry. This will likely be a cut in the normal video, but the whole thing is done now. It's down to bedrock, and boy, I eventually end up with so much cobble. I ended up and other things. I ended up creating a void pipe, and you know, a lot of things are voided. Pretty much anything goes down to the black area is voided stuff. These quartz crystals, no matter how much you put them in the line, they still end up in your chests. Moss stone, cobblestone, aluminum ore, gravel, stuff I've all been just sending to the void, and dirt I've been collecting just in case I ever need it, and other things. But let's have a look at what kind of loot we've got. I've not removed any. Only thing I've actually removed that wasn't like dirt or any like a block like that, dirt, cobble, marble, whatever, is gold, because I desperately needed gold. But everything else I've left alone. Just look at all this. Several stacks of obsidian from, you know, water falling down upon lava, obviously. 5 stacks and some odd bit of iron. A little bit of gold after I took some out. Some crude oil. Not sure really what that's used for. Tin ore, copper ore, silver, galena, lead, ferrous, tungsten. A whole assortment of Zycraft crystals. Lots of coal, various gems. 7 iridium, a bunch of uranium, you know, redstone, a bunch of that and all that good stuff. Some diamonds, so that's always good. And it's about the same story for every single chest. 5 stacks of iron, some leftover, some iridium, all that good stuff. But we really made out like a bandit. If you think about it, every single chest has at least 5 full stacks of iron. All of them. I think my sound's off. Yeah, I've been having my sound off. Let's turn it back on. I guess it doesn't really matter for this update. It's a little quiet. But yeah, this is actually like 1:30 in the morning. The day after I recorded my single Let's Play. Tomorrow I'll be recording the actual episode for this SMP. But I just wanted to start another quarry going, and well, I just wanted to show you all what we got. And see, again, 5 stacks, assortments of zirconium, some diamonds, 1 iridium. I mean, we've made out like a bandit. In pretty much every situation, it's only like a handful of regular shards and a whole bunch of water. Like 34 water, 34 water, 34 water, and 17 water. So, I mean, this is why I end up with so much water shards. But I thought y'all might be interested in see what the first quarry I started on this Let's Play, you know, made loot, the profit, the meat and bones of the situation, what we really could use in the future. So yeah, lots and lots of good stuff. Now it's time for me to sort this mess as I start up another quarry. So back to your regular scheduled episode. It's quite a bit, wasn't it? I mean, that's a pretty massive haul. Like, I mean, if we had been feeding in cobble, we'd still be getting a ton. At this point, I've also started voiding dirt, well as that crude oil, which I found out was only for train craft, so that's kind of a bummer. I thought, ooh, excuse me, I thought maybe that was another way to get oil. I was like, ooh, that sounds nice. Nope, it's not the case. Smack another stack of pulverized iron in there. So what we want to build today, in order to build solar panels, period, we're going to need a industrial blast furnace. So we just go indust. You don't even have to type it in all the way. Industrial blast furnace. Quite an expensive piece of equipment. You're going to need several different things. So let's click on it. We're going to need some electronic circuits. Not too bad. You're going to need 2 induction furnaces and a advanced machine block. And some of these copper nickel heating coils. So I've already got some of the electronic circuits. I mean, they're pretty basic, so that's not a difficult bit. Let's work on these copper nickel heating coils first. So for these, you're going to need nickel ingot, which I said you could get from smelting ferrous stuff. Oh, you could use ferrous ingots too. Interesting. And use copper. Not a terribly, you got to put them in the rolling machine. So not a terribly difficult recipe. You know, just a little bit. A lot of this stuff's really just being heavy on resources. So let's get some of our ferrous metals. I'll go ahead and get them cooking. And while these are cooking, we'll get started on another bit of the thing, and that is we're going to use for the center the advanced machine block, which is pretty simple. It's hard to see here. There you go. You need some carbon plates. Not difficult, not any different from from the standard IC2. You just need some coal dust macerated into some coal macerated into coal dust, and then you combine 4 of them, and then combine those 2, and then compress it, yada yada. And advanced alloy, just a bunch of multi-metal or ingot thingy, I don't know. But I got it all pre-prepared. And of course some machine blocks. So not too difficult. We're going to actually need 3 of those all together. So let's go ahead and create that. Got 3 machine blocks. Got advanced alloy. So we're going to need 2 of these per, so 6. And of course I always get more than I need. And of course we're going to need... Oh, I didn't do the coal dust thing yet. So let me show you how to do that real quick. I'm not prepared. Anyways, okay, so you just take some coal dust, make it into 4, you get raw carbon fiber. So we're just going to make all that. Take this, need 2 of these to make a raw carbon mesh. Pachow! You take it over to your local handy dandy compressor. Bam! It'll start making it and it'll turn into the carbon, the thingamajiggy. The thingamajig. You know, that thing, it does that thing, and whenever it does that, a couple of those other things. So, where is our industrial blast furnace? Okay. So, oops, that's not it at all. I hate when they revolve around. It makes it a pain in the ass when you're trying to click something. So, about the induction furnaces. Oh, we need the advanced machine block. I already got the electronic furnace, so basically we're just waiting on the stuff to be cooked. I'll be back when it's all cooked, and we'll continue. And I'm back. Stuff is ready to go. So as I said, we're going to be making the advanced machine blocks, which we need 3 of the regular machine blocks, made with refined iron. Y'all should know about that. Some advanced alloy on the tops and sides. I don't know if it's shaped or not, but I'm just going to put them all in there. So we got 3. Oops, yeah, I forgot. I always got to click it multiple times. We'll put that away for later. So we got advanced machine blocks for our various machines in the recipe. So what else do we need? Let's do our induction furnaces right away. We need our 2 electric fans and 7 copper for each. And I'm glad I made extra copper. Electric furnace. So, not a terribly bad recipe. Like I said, most of it is just getting the resources. Stuff like nickel ingots, which I said is made from ferrous, which could be as a byproduct of smelting iron in the or macerating iron in the pulverizers, or you can find ferrous blocks in the world gen. So you just macerate it or smelt it down in a furnace, and you'll get nickel ingots. So we put the electric furnace. Was that the right? Was that the right bit? Oh yeah, advanced machine in the bottom. Okay, so need 2 of these. And bam, we got our induction furnace. Also good ways to smelt your items because they're pretty quick. So we'll probably end up making more of these down the road, but not right now. So for what we need for the centerpiece, if it'll switch over to it, is advanced machine block. Again, we already have that. We got our regular circuits, which they're not showing because I want them to. Okay, electron circuit. We just need these copper nickel heating coils, which is just copper and ferrous. Ferrous in the corners, copper's in the circle in the middle, and our rolling machine. And we need 4 of those. So we go over to our handy dandy rolling machine. I don't know how much. I don't remember how much it said per. So we'll look at first. Makes 3. I think we need 4. How much was it? 4. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do this recipe twice. Not terribly bad. And it'll never smell. If you only have one, it'll never smell it. You have to click it. See there, and it'll always stay here. You have to click it. Get our copper nickel heating coils. And now I just have to grab the. Oh, it's snowing again. It's always snowing around here. Here are 2 advanced electronic circuits. They're not advanced, they're just regular electronic circuits. Boo in the corners. Copper nickel around the edge. Machine block in the center, and these 2 there, and bam, we got industrial blast furnace. Takes in 128 EU. It's quite an expensive machine, so make sure you have some good power intake. Obviously, at this point, you would not have solars because you have to have this machine to make solars. So you probably need geothermal. That's a good bit to get. You can make it with the magma crucibles. And this is why it's so important to have good Minecraft joules machine, because you can't run the rolling machine without it. So you're going to need some Minecraft joules production, even if just a little bit. Prefer me, I don't ever go just a little bit. I gotta have a lot. Plus, it helps with other machines and other things. So it's good to have good production. I have my own dedicated MFE, which is still powering up. I lost all my power when I was relocating. And we're just going to plop this guy down right here. And he'll be powered by that. But he doesn't work by himself. Much like the blast furnace over there, you're going to need to build a structure behind it. A 3 by 3 by 4 high structure. Very almost exactly the same. Pretty much the exact same build as the blast furnace, just with different blocks and 2 spaces in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and gather the materials for the actual structure, the multi-block structure, and I'll be back. Plus I'm going to sleep and get rid of the snow. Yep, there we go. Chiming in. Everybody wants to sleep. And I'm back, ready to craft the rest of our industrial blast furnace, the multi-block structure portion. We've already did our block. Ooh, man, lag over here. Anyways, yeah, I had a little bit of a setback when, like, I put the industrial centrifuge in the wrong spot on a suggestion, an error, you know, an honest error. I put it over here in the 1 in 28 output, and, well, it blew me into the outer atmosphere. Closed my nether portal, blew up my MFE, this, and the industrial centrifuge, so I had to blow it, recraft it. So if you find yourself using the moon mod, and suddenly my head just floats by, well, you'll know what happened. So let's get to it. Let's get to this. Like, it's really laggy over here for some reason. I go over here and it's fine, but I got all the materials needed to craft, which you're going to need for this. You're going to need to pretty much make the recipe 9 times. Each one gives you a certain amount, and you'll need, I think, 36 total, just like the blast furnace. So you need, in the center, you need a machine block, which I clearly did not make enough of. Clearly. Alright, let's do this. Let's make another one, because I said I had to combine 9 times, not 8. You learn to count. Okay, now we do it. Machine block in the center. Electronic circuits on the sides. And on the outer bit, this is just for the, we're just doing the, where is it? Standard machine casing. It'll be just fine for what we need it for right now, is that's to make solar panels. There's also a reinforced machine and advanced machine casing, which burn hotter and could be used for more advanced things, but I don't really need them right now, so I'm not going to worry with them. But there are more advanced options as you go. So let's just create these. Boop, boop, boop. 36. I think we need 34 is what we need. 34, and it makes 36 because each one makes 4, so there's no way to get exact. Fine iron. Let's go stick this in here for now. Let's go build our multi-block structure. Wow, this lag over here. I don't know why it's just like over there it's fine, like 2 feet away, but over here it's just more laggy. Whatever. I've tried turning things off. I don't know. It's just right here is a very laggy spot. So just gotta be careful because of the lag. I don't want to double place. Like I said, 2 spaces in the center, but there is a trick that not everybody knows, it seems. If you put lava in the 2 open spaces, it'll give you 500 extra points of heat production. So, down there, and then we're just going to cap off the top. Top is covered, of course. And if it is done correctly, it should form its block. Hopefully. Yep, it looks like a combined. Okay. Can you right click the structure? I don't think it right clicks. So what do we need this thing for? Well, we're going to need it to make silicon plates in order to make our solar panels. If we can find a solar panel here, you can see they use, well, not carbon, silicon plate. Oh, carbon plates are the ones we can make easily. So you need 2 silicon plates. You need 2 silicon cells to make 2 silicon plates. That's why you need the industrial centrifuge to make the silicon cells, which you could do just by putting, like, it takes 32 redstone per combine, so you'll need 32 and some empty cells, and it'll make a few byproducts, but silicon cells is what we're looking for. We're going to need 4, of course, but it takes like 10 minutes to combine each one. So let's, and it takes 128,000 EU per combine, so it's quite energy intensive. So make sure you got a bunch. And now it's just going to combine them. It's going to take a while. And of course I have a dedicated MFE just for the sake of this. Its only output is going this way. So you can see the machine is work because the thing is actually combining. So I'm going to go ahead, wait for this to combine and wait for the other silicon. And then we'll be back to make some solar panels. Alright, we're back. Ready to create our solar panel. Now silicon plate obviously is the central bit of this. Where is it now? Okay. So you can see silicon plates, you need 2 of them. Glass panes, circuits, generator. Pretty expensive as opposed to normal. So let's get started. Carbon plates, silicon, 2 electronic circuits, generator, some glass panes, which I seem to have on hand. I hope I got it right. Yep, solar panel. Now we could produce a little bit more EU per tick, which will help with our more expensive machines, such as the blast furnace. Plus, let's not just stop there. Let's go one more. Let's go into the advanced bit. Hold on a second. Hold on. Ooh, sorry about that. Just came out of nowhere. Woo! I'm allergic to bullshit. Anyways. Advanced solar panel. The entry level to our more advanced solar panels. You got the advanced, hybrid, and ultimate solar panel. I think they used to be low, medium, high. But let's go to advanced. So advanced, we're going to need some irradiant glass panes, some more of that advanced alloy. We got plenty of that. Some advanced circuits, advanced machine block, and our regular solar panel. Well, I didn't bring none with me, did I? Clearly did not grab 2 of these. Alright. Let's do it. First off, we're going to need some of that irradiant glass. Because I already got the block, the thing, advanced circuit, and the solar panel, which we just made. Irradiant glass. Well, to make irradiant glass, I already got the hardened reinforced glass, which is just more of the alloy and glass put together. What we really need is this radiant uranium. Well, got plenty of uranium. You just gotta put it in a compressor, and it'll give you refined uranium, and put some glowstone around it, and you get irradiant. We're going to need 6 of these. So I just so happen to compress 6 of them. So I can just do this quicker. And to get that, you just got to put your uranium in the sides. Our hardened glass, where is it? Clearly did not get an... Oh, no, wait, they make more than one. Okay. Okay. Okay, did not expect that. Might as well make... I clearly did not do the math on that correctly. So let that sit in there for now. Okay, so we put our radiant glass panes, our solar panel, and each one basically uses the solar panel before it as you go up the tier. Advanced machine block, advanced circuits. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, right, just our alloys, right. Duh. And we have our advanced solar panel. I don't know how much this stuff outputs a tick, but we need to get up there and we need to find out. Oh, that's not where my thing is. If I can get through this lag. Frames per second, ho. Alright, and I've been taken to putting glass on top of them. They still produce energy and the snow won't form above them, so that's always good. But unfortunately, we have to break it. Shift, right click. I think you have to do the side of it. Yep. Let's put our... Hopefully it won't blow shit up. I guess we're going to find out. Okay, it didn't. Kind of was like, ooh, don't do that. I need to put this in hover mode. It gives me a little bit more stability. Especially when you're dealing with all this kind of lag. Yeah, it goes a lot slower. Yep, there we go. We should be getting a decent amount of EU in here now. Yep, it's going up. Well, it's being used, I think. Yeah, by the centrifuge, which I'm having make more, so I can make more panels. But oh yeah, definitely more coming in. I'm not sure how much those medium, well, not medium, advanced solar panels output, but hey, it's got to be better than the normal ones, right? Nice and shiny on top there. I'm going to have to put some glass. But we're going to make a whole big old solar flat panel. We're going to keep working our way up. It's actually easier to make the advanced ones than it is the regular ones, but you need the regular ones to make the advanced, so go figure. Go figure. There's one more thing I wanted to do before we end today's episode, and that's how I wanted to upgrade my armor. Right now, I'm just kind of wearing this crappy steel leggings and golden helmet. This I dropped from the mob farm. Not too fancy. Doesn't really... I need something a little bit more in style. Something a little bit more fancy to wear around. So we're going to grab some carbon plates. Got so much extra crap laying around in here. It's just ridiculous. It piles up real quick. We're going to need at least 3 of these. Some redstone. Now, it's not quite quantum, but it's entry level. Those of you who are familiar with IC2 probably know where I'm going. That's right, the nanosuit body armor. And I think you need these to make the quantum anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, you need them, so might as well make them and wear them. So let's start with the helmet. Need one of these energy crystals, which is the diamond with redstone, which is why I just grabbed the diamond and redstone. You need some of these carbon plates, which is why I have the carbon plates, and some glass. Not really too terribly, not terribly expensive. I'll go ahead and make a couple. So carbon, glass, glass. Bam, we got ourselves a nanosuit helmet. Also would like some pants. More carbon, one of those diamonds. So, boop, 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 boop. We got ourselves some pants. This is taking nowhere near as long as I thought it would. And of course the boots. Now I don't think these have any special abilities like the quantum do, but they can't be any worse than my steel and gold helmet. So, and they look cool. That's the important thing, right? That's it. You gotta go run around in style. So 4 and 1 on the bottom. Boop 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 boop. I could probably make a BP. How much is the breastplate? It is 7 and 1 crystal. I don't have another crystal, but I do have that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a breastplate. Might as well, right? In case we ever find ourselves needing to combat things. Alright. Doop. Get some... It's like upside down leggings. And we got ourselves a full set of nanosuit armor. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Now I could run around in style against this world's like non-existent monsters. Because there really isn't a whole lot of monsters in this place. Go ahead, charge them up. Bonus of having 2 MFEs is I could charge 2 things at once. 100,000 each, huh? That's a lot more than I expected. Our power output is just still not enough to be able to recharge without fail, but I don't think really you're going to have to have quite a bit of power output for that. Of course, coming up in this world, now that we have the ability to make more solar panels, we're going to be able to do a little bit more industrial craft stuff. Of course, we'll be improving our Minecraft jewels production as well. I've been starting to make steel. Eventually, I'll be able to make a high-pressure boiler, which will just create ridiculous amounts of Minecraft jewels. Of course, we're digging out areas. We're going to be able to start building like at least the main center of our base soon. So that's always something to look forward to. And eventually I'll be able to spread these machines out a little bit and won't be lagging so much. So that is definitely awesome. A lot to look forward to. So many mod things to mess with, build, and learn as we go. So I hope you look forward to that as much as I do. Feed the Beast is really a lot of fun. I love playing it. I play it all the time. I've been playing it like steady for the last couple days. Except for when I was doing my single player episode. I just love it. And I love that iron tank. It takes a ton of iron to make though, but worth it to store all that extra biomass. And of course we're going to have to get into making biofuel if I can find any oil around here. And of course, in addition to doing my own stuff, I need to take some time out to hang with the fellas. Go see what they're up to. Maybe take some heads, huh? Between episodes I enchanted this monstrosity. Trekkie's Will with sharpness 4. All this comes from books. These are all from books. It's a Sword of Zephyr, a Thaumcraft sword. May not be easy to see because it's a texture pack, but I didn't know they could have more than 4 enchants at once. So go figure. Looting, repair, vorpal, fire respect. Oh yeah, and no knockback. That's the important thing. I hate knockback on the sword. Let's go ahead before the episode ends and go ahead and pimp ourselves out. Wow, I really drained the hell out of that. But that thing goes up real quick now. It will when I make a few more as well. Let's take off all this old trash. Well, the jetpack is not really trash, but let's oh yeah. Like guys, like the black gloves. Let's have a look. God dang, the visor's huge. It's like the Judge Dredd days with a huge visor. Looking pretty badass there, Spyro. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was a lot of fun to do on this. Aside from the setback where I got blown into space, learning the machines is a ton of fun. I suggest any of you take the time, even if you only play vanilla or haven't tried Feed the Beast yet, which I don't know why the hell you haven't. If you have any interest in mods and are watching these videos. But yeah, take the time, play it, learn it. Lots of fun, lots of extra stuff to do in the mod. With all the different mods, I guess you say it's a collection of mods. Sneaky, sneaky Spyro. Anyways, I'll catch you all next time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you liked the episode. If you didn't, well, don't like. But it would definitely help me out. Check out my other videos. And as always, I'll see you next time.